Come here, you.
I'm going to do sit for a food lure. And you're a very excited puppy. Get you back up. There you go. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of the food lure and see if I can get him on a hand signal. Good job. She did it. Get her back up. Hand signal. Good job. Get her back up. No food in my hand. Three. 4. And she's doing really good with this because we practiced a little bit last week. So I got her to do it with the hand signal 5 times. I'm going to try to stand a little straighter now and make the hand signal a little smaller. Good job. And the clicker is marking the behavior when she gets it right. There you go. That's a girl. Walk around to get her back up. Hand signal. Good job. Try one more time. There you go. And now that we've got the behavior pretty consistent with a hand signal, I'm going to do it on a verbal cue. I'm going to give her the verbal cue first, followed by the hand signal. Sit. Good girl. She'll associate the verbal cue with the hand signal eventually, and we'll start sitting automatically. Sit. When she hears the verbal cue, she will jump that prompt. The hand signal is the prompt. We want her to jump it. Sit. Sit. Good job. Sit. Okay, this little jumping she's doing, not a big concern. It will all come out in the wash eventually. Sit. Good job. You're so smart. Sit. Also making sure that I pay her while she's sitting. If she were to jump back up, I would lure her back into sit before I gave her the treat. Sit. Yes. So for example, if she got up, I would just re-sit her. This will give her a bias towards the sit position. Okay, clean that up. Sit. Aha, see how she sat before I gave the hand signal. Sit. Part of that could be just because that's what we've been doing, but we'll make sure we prove that verbal cue later. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. If she didn't sit, instead of repeating the cue, I would just give her the hand signal. I only want to say the cue once. Sit. Good job. So sometimes you got to go back to the easier step and use the hand signal. Sit. And ignore this. Good job. Sit. Good girl. Oh, you sat automatically. I will pay you for that. That's a good girl. So just ignore this jumping. She will eventually figure out that the sit is the way to get treats, not jumping. Don't need to punish the jumping. Just need to walk away and ignore it. She wants attention, remove the attention. Okay, so I'm going to move on. She's doing really good with her sits. I'm going to move on and try to teach her to target the palm of my hand. This will be useful when you need to redirect her head. I'll add the cue touch eventually. I'm going to present my hand in front of her, and I just click when she touches my hand. The clicker comes in handy here because this is just a split-second behavior, so I can mark it the second it happens. Otherwise, if I just give her food for doing it, she's going to have forgotten that she did it. But the clicker is a signal that she got it right. Okay, try the other hand. See if she can do it. Sometimes it throws them off. Good girl. Very smart. So when you want to move her around somewhere, you want to get her away from Tucker, instead of yelling or scolding like we have a tendency to do, you could just say, Darla, touch. Redirect her and reward her for the proper behavior instead of punishing her for the wrong behavior. Pretty soon, she might even start offering this on her own instead of messing with Tucker or doing whatever it is you don't want her to do. Yep. Let's get the verbal cue in here. Verbal cue always comes before the hand signal. So I'm not going to show her my hand until after I say the word. That'll make it very clear as to what we're asking her to do. Touch. Good girl. Ignore this. Touch. Touch. Good girl. Getting a little lick in there too. It's okay. Touch. Good girl. You can even vary the hand height every time you change it. It gets more difficult though. Touch. Ooh, she got a little jump. So you can sit on the couch and exercise her by just without even moving. Touch. Good girl. Let's try it with the other hand. Darla, touch. Yay! Okay, moving on to down. We're going to start with a food lure, just like we did with sit. Oh, and we're going to pay that sit because he heard that. She heard that. So, to teach it down, first step, food, slowly to the ground, then gently pull it out, and reward. Now, we could reset her by doing this touch. Yes. Get her back into a sit. Darla, sit. I'm going to pay that too. This is very good. Lure her. And got a little side, but that's okay. Well, let's lure her again. Just going to hold my hand here. Darla, touch. Oh, she's going to finish the crumbs. Let her clean up. Good girl. Throw some other behaviors in there. All right, Darla. All right. So she doesn't go down right away. I'm just holding, sit, holding my hand in position. I'm not going to keep doing this movement downwards. I'm just going to have her follow me. I'm going to hold it there. I don't want to keep going like this because then that's going to be the hand signal, and we just want one maneuver down to be the hand signal, which we are going to move on to now. No food lure, just the hand signal. Darla? Okay, I'm going to move onto the concrete, even though it might kill my knees because the grass is a bit distracting for her. Darla, come here. You're going to a sit. Girl. And, oh, the hand signal. So I'm going to bring my hand slowly down. Oh, let me get the clicker in place. Sit. Good girl. Hand is going to go slowly down. Oh, too bad. She got up, so that didn't count. Not too bad. Sit. Check out that verbal cue response. Very nice. I'll pay that to get her back in the game. Yay, good job. Oh, she got up. I'm going to get her back down. Okay, good girl. Darla, touch. Man, is she smart. You're so smart. Okay, let's lower her back down again. Too bad. Sit. Good job. And a hand signal back down. Good job. I'm going to go back to using a food lure. I keep track. I did it 5 times. She only got it right twice. So that's when I drop and I go back to using the food lure again. Just keep her in the game. So that's 1 for 1 that she got right. Throwing a touch, touch. Good girl. Didn't click that just because it would have been awkward. Good girl. Okay, that's it. Lots of reinforcements are important in the beginning of training. Eventually, we will start to fade out some of this food. To keep the behavior strong, we'll have to occasionally reward with food. Oh, sorry, Darla. Position her sit. So I'm going to reward that. Lots of reinforcement, keeping her in the game. Oh, too bad. Sit. Good girl. So I didn't pay that sit. I decided to see what would happen, and I think it got her thinking, like, what do I got to do for this reward? So I'm going to start varying how often I pay those sits. So let's see, that's 1 for 2. Sit. Say that. It's been a while since she got reinforcement. Get her back in the game. Too bad. Oh, sorry, Darla. 1 for 3. Sit. Pay her since I accidentally kicked her a little. Sorry about that. Okay, she's having a little trouble with this hand signal. So I'll go back to paying her again. Or doing the lure. Sometimes you gotta keep going back to kindergarten. And she's a baby. Darla, touch. Good girl. Darla, sit. Good girl. Oh. Okay, I'm going to try this hand signal one more time. Good girl. Go a little slower. Let her lick my hand. Yes. She sat up. I'm going to lure her back down. Because she did go down with just a hand signal. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Wait until she's not preoccupied. Touch. Good girl. Get her back over here. Make sure you can see her in the camera. Sit. Good girl. varying the reinforcement. She looked at me like, hey, wasn't I supposed to get a treat for that? No, maybe I'll try laying down instead. But we don't start to fade out the food until we're at this point. Still need lots of reinforcement. Sit. I'm going to feed that one. Just to keep her in the game. Darla, watch me. Good girl. Oh, just a big nummy treat, huh? Darla, sit. Okay. And she's a little distracted. That's fine. I'll wait until she's paying attention. Yeah, and she's like, hey, want to train some more? Good job. All done. So I'm going to end there. We got her doing it down on a food lure. I'm going to move on to some body handling. I don't need my clicker for this. I'm not going to be training her to do anything, just to like something. So I want her to like when I touch her ear. So ear equals treat. Ear touch equals treat. Ear touch equals a treat. Nice that she's sitting for this. Ear touch equals treat. Grab her other ear. And she's like wagging her tail. Like, oh, you touched my ear, I'm getting a treat. So this is definitely something you can start practicing right now. I'm not grabbing her ear hard. I'm just gently touching it. She's looking at me for food. That's what we want. We don't want a dog that bites when you touch their ear. Okay, you can grab her ear and flip it. You can grab her paw, which I know she knows how to give paw, which is a great way to desensitize that. Do some tail touches. And leave her alone for a couple minutes. Let her get a little bit bored. She's like, hey, this is kind of boring. Where's the food? Some food we got. So she's got a little anxiety about having her tail touched. So I would suggest practicing touching her tail, always pairing it with food. Until she loves having her tail touched. Tail touch goes away, food goes away. Tail touch and food. Okay. Also want to work on picking her up. You're not going to be able to do this much longer. Yes. Just so she's not freaked out by it. Also restraining her. So this is body handling conditioning. Yes. Get her used to it. Also start just desensitizing her to having a mouth exam. We'll get into more of this later. Yes, good girl. Even more of a restraint. I'm really kind of squeezing her now. I'm not hurting her. And then I just let her go. Something good to practice during training. And we'll give her a little break again. Okay, so the next thing we're going to work on is coming when called. I'll let Tucker participate. I'm not going to use the word come now. We want to make sure we can get a response before we name the behavior. So I'm just going to use lots of happy talking prompts to get her to come to me. Add the cue later. Oh, yeah, I'll pay you for that. Come here. Getting some sense here. Good dog. Go play. Well done. Puppies! Come on, puppies! Come on, puppies! Come on, puppies! Woo, got a free set there. Good job. Good job. Here, Pucks. Go play. Hoping they'll go away and get distracted. Darla! Look here. So if you see Tucker do something like that, you can distract him with these happy sounds instead of yelling at him. Not that you do, but that's what I would do. So I'm getting a lot of response with Happy Talk. I'm going to add the cue now. Darla, come! Say come, followed by all the Happy Talk and prompting. Okay, go play. Try from another spot in the yard. Come! Good girl. I didn't repeat the word come, I just kept prompting. Good boy. Tucker's getting a little early training. Okay, go play. Go on, go play. Good job. And you get something too. All right, let's take a break. All done. Good job.